Hey everybody, Oko here, and welcome back to our playthrough of Final Fantasy XI. Well, let's get out of Yuana's way. So we're going to be doing some stuff with our equipment today. We're going to be getting some new equipment and upgrading some of our combat skills. And doing just fun things with weapons, basically, today, in general. But since we're concentrating so much, though, on weapons, I wanted to do some things for our armor. So I wanted to do some fun shield stuff. Now, one thing that's offered very regularly here in login campaigns for super cheap are these cosmetic shields that I've never picked up. But I'm holding on to the storage slips for other equipment that we have, which allows us to hold these. So I can afford to buy these and just play around with them, take a look at them, since they are part of the official game. And I believe that this Troth shield and the Glinting shield, I think that these might have been both designed by Final Fantasy XI players and have been part of a contest, I think. Here's the Troth one. That's what that looks like. It's cool. That's a good looking shield. Very reminds me a lot of Sandoria with the colors and everything, the gold and the red. And here's the Glinting shield, which I think actually kind of reminds me a little bit of like the Chocobo shield we have. That was it, Hatchling shield or Chocobo shield or something like that. Oh yeah, one other thing I wanted to buy while I was here. They're offering this painting again, which has been offered a few times, and I don't collect a lot of paintings, but I kind of like this one. Where is it? Yeah, painting of Blue Blade Fell, which is the area of Tavnasia from the beginning of the game, where the war broke out. It's that beautiful sort of mountain that arches over a small little city. So there we are. I'll find some place in my Mog Garden or not my Mog Garden, my Mog Patio or my Mog House to put that painting. So, like I said, I just wanted to kind of look at these and collect these shields, this Troth one and Glinting one. We're not going to be using them very much. I'll probably just be storing them right away. But there's another item I wanted to get, which is very valuable. Now, the problem with these shields that I've been collecting, because we've been specializing as a paladin, the Pruin, Aegis, and Ochain, which I use the most, they're the best shields in the game, really. But the thing is, they're only usable by paladin. So it kind of leaves a lot of my other job classes to rely on weird things like I use that Dragon Warrior one a lot. Yeah, this one, the Slime Shield. I tend to use this one a lot just because it's kind of funny. Here's the Kate Sith Guard. A few other things that I use, but anyway, they're not very good shields. I think the best shield I do have for anything other than Paladin is the Genbu shield, but a warrior can't use this, but a lot of the mages can. But this is a really good shield, which has a 10% physical damage reduction. And we got that as a drop from fighting Genbu in the Sky region. But I want to get a better shield for job classes like warrior and a few others which can use shields. So I'm going to see if there's one on sale here. I'm going to buy one of the, well, pretty much one of the, best shields in the game. I see a lot of people using this one here, the Blurred Shield. There's two available. It's very expensive. Looks like it's going for around 3 million, 3.8 million. So you can see all the benefits to that one. And this one can be used by Warrior and Dark Knight. I see a lot of people running around with this shield, especially around the Mora, around where the ambuscade activities happen. So let's see if we can get this one. I've saved money for this because I just thought it might be something we'd like to have in our collection. Let's see if we can get it for 3.6. $3.7. $3.9. Alright, there we go. So here's a shield that I've been wanted for a long time. Oh, what's this? Why can't I hold this? Level 99. going on here? Warrior. I am warrior. Why can't I equip this, I wonder? Here, let me take this off. Huh, I don't know why I can't equip this for some... Oh! I see why. It's because it needs SU... I'm not sure what that SU stands for, but it says SU2. You see how it says SU2? I need to raise my job points. That's why. Okay, well that's not a big deal. I can do that. SU2. There's only one more. I am going to be doing more grinding with Warrior. Warrior. So here we need to get up to... Here's Superior 1. We need to get here. So we need to get 100... We need to get 100 job points. That's not too difficult to do. So we'll worry about that. I'll work on that. But for now, it doesn't really matter anyway, because today we're going to be working on mostly weapons that are two-handed. So the Great Sword, Great Axe, and Scythe. I think they're all two-handed. So I'm actually going to be equipping this one, the Ragnarok. I bought this a long time ago, actually. We just had a lot of money a while back, and I bought a whole bunch of Dynamis currencies and cashed it in for this Ragnarok. And we actually already even initiated the trial for it, which involves killing 200 birds, I believe it is, experience-yielding birds with the weapon skill of this weapon, which is Scourge. So this one. Yeah, I'll show the video right here. I'll just insert it of when I attained this from the magic spirit in the Bosiding Glacier. Yeah, so that's it. I want to raise the Ragnarok up to the highest level that we can. So let's start working on that. So I'm just going to head down to our representative from Abyssia, and I'm going to head to the Abyssia Lathine to kill birds. I think I've gone there before. There's lots of birds close to the entrance there. So I'll see you guys once we've gotten almost 200 Scourge hits on birds. Alright, there's 2. Only have to do 2 more. Yeah, so this is the easiest one. I always come here when I need to kill birds to the Bisiolathine. There's tons of birds around this area. But there's lots of other areas you can go to as well. Let's see, just 2 more. Let's see, there's 1. 1 more to go after this. Here we are. And yeah, this is the easiest one. All you have to do is perform the weapon skill 200 times. So I was able to do this in just like an hour or less. The next ones get difficult, though. I think the next ones we got to actually use that weapon skill to actually kill the enemy. But that one's not that difficult either. It's generally pretty easy. You just get their hit points low, and there you go. So the weapon skill, there we are. The trial's complete. So I'll meet you guys at Ruler Gardens. Alright, so here we are. We'll unequip our Ragnarok. And trade it to the Moogle. So there it is, upgraded to the next level. And then we'll work on the next trial. Trial 1025. So we have to use Scourge. Beast target item must be equipped. I guess this is another easy one. I think we just have to use the weapon skill. We don't have to kill them. Beasts. That's easy to find. I usually go to Cape Tarragon to fight the rabbits around there. Those count as beasts. It just says weapon skill Scourge, so yeah, we don't have to kill them. So this is another easy one. Alright, so I'll meet you guys once we're ready to complete this next trial. Yes, there's a lot of these bunnies here, these beach bunnies on the Cape Tarragon, and they spawn all the time. So this is kind of a fun little area to hang out for a while. But you can also go to Abyssia Misero Coast and go to Conflux number 2 and fight the limestone bunnies. I think they're called down there that way. So let's see. I think two more. One up here. Yeah, I did that for a little while, but I decided to finish the last 50 or so off here at Cape Tarragon because it's just so nice. Nice and peaceful here, and at this level, most of the monsters, except the goblins here, like you see, will not aggro. So all the lizards will just leave you alone. You can fight the bunnies in peace. Just stay away from the goblins. Yeah, we got a little too close to this one. Hopefully I don't kill him before we can do weapon skill. The rabbits are a little stronger in Abyssia, so if you're having problems, yeah, killing the monster, or the bunnies before the weapon skill gets a turn, then you might want to go to Misero Coast, if that's happening to you here. I'll do a ground strike on this guy if I get a chance, because we don't get to see that very often, but that's the ultimate weapon skill for great swords. We did a whole quest on this to get this. Can't remember anything about that at all, but I have it all recorded. There it is, yeah. one of these days, one of these years, I should say, I'm going to be going back and watching all these episodes again. It's kind of the whole reason I'm putting them on here on YouTube. So I'll be able to return to these someday and laugh at myself. Alright, I think there's going to be one more after this. So, nope, that's it. We've completed Trial 1025. So, I'll meet you guys back at Terulud Gardens at Juneau. Trial 1840. Let's see. So this is, we need to do the finishing blow of Scourge to a set number. Yeah, so it's 300 Aquans. Lots of places we could do those. Scourge, yeah, okay. I'm ready. So Aquans, I think that's the best place to do that is frogs, and there's a place in Abyssia where you can do frogs at Lathine, I believe, the southeastern corner of Abyssia, Lathine. I think there's an area where there's some frogs, but you can also do them in those canals underneath Windurst. I forget what they're called now. I haven't been there in a long time. Torre Normile Canal or something like that. There's a lot of frogs down there and fish. So that's a good place too. Alright, so there we go. Trial 1840 done. We don't need to do any more fighting. Alright, so I'll meet you guys at Ruler Gardens. Trial 1841. Alright, so this one, 300 undead Scourge. For the finishing blow. Alright, so the undead. So there's a few places you can go. You can go to the deepest parts of the LDM necropolis, or there's areas of Abyssia you can go where there's lots of skeletons running around. That's probably the method I'll use. I think there's an area in Grauberg and an area in Ottawa that has skeletons. Now, instead of just doing all this grinding, I think I might add some stuff to this episode to just flesh it out a little bit so that we're not just doing nothing but grinding, which is basically what we're doing. It's all about some weapons. We're basically grinding out our weapons to make them stronger. So let's do some quests while we're here. So I think I'm going to just go to Upper Juno and look for somebody named Illumida. Alright, so we're going to head over here to these apartments over here, which are very close to the Chocobo stable. And we're going to go in here. I don't think we've ever been in this house before, but we can come in here. And here's Illumida, an old lady that lives here in Upper Juno. Oh, a visitor? What can I do for you? I am looking for Illumida. Is she here? Wolfgang. I wonder who that could be. Excuse me, please. Why, it's Wolfgang. Come in, come in. I'm glad to see you're doing well here. Let me give you this month's payment. Thanks as always, Wolfgang. You know how grateful I am. No, it's what my father wanted. I do appreciate it, though. How about something to drink? I've got some fine tea today. Thanks, Illumida, but I must go. Maybe later I'll have time to visit. Oh, that's too bad. Well, take care, Wolfgang. Always at your service, madam. Wolfgang's father, Brandolf, was a soldier too. He fought for Juno's freedom long before the Archduke's reign. And my husband served under him, but in the wars that followed, when he was about Wolfgang's age. His father, Brandolf, died from wounds he received in battle. Before he died, he ordered funds to be paid out to people like me. Well, who am I to lecture about this to a stranger? I'm sorry. Well, now, I suppose I must go give word. I thought there was a candle around here. Oh dear, it seems I'm right out of candles. Would you mind running to the temple and picking one up for me? At my age, even short walks leave me quite out of breath. At once. Oh, what a kind soul. I'll be waiting here. Alright, so let's go looking for that candle. Yeah, let's go over here to the goddess temple. And let's talk to Ruliette. The temple of the goddess welcomes you. If you seek guidance, join us in prayer. Her divine wisdom will light the path. Oh, all you want is a candle? Very well. Fetch me a lanolin cube, and a candle will be yours. So, lanolin cube. So, to get those, we need to get... I might be able to get that from my monster garden. Because we have a ram in there, and there's a chance I might... Yeah. I'm going to check there, and there's a chance I might be able to get one from the ram in our monster garden. And if not, then we'll have to go find some rams and fight them, and there's a chance that a lanolin cube will drop. And I don't think it's the most common, so it might take a while. But yeah, let's just... Since we've got the beast in our Mog Garden, let's check out the giant ram that we have there. And see what he can do for us. Well, here's the big guy here, and he doesn't look very happy. Pardon my perilous proclamation, but your bestial buddy has become a blight on this backyard of bounties. At this rate, you'll be hard-pressed to have a harvest at all, Kupo. Let's use our Magian magic. That seems to have done the trick. Collect items. No, didn't get the items we're looking for, but that's okay. Scythe. Okay, we got the lanolin cube there. So we only had to kill about 3 or 4 of these guys. And these are the hammering rams that are in Lethine. Abyssia, right here around where the crag is in the real world. Alright, so I'm just going to head right back and turn in that lanolin cube now to Rouliette in the temple at Upper Juno. Alright, here we are back at the temple. Let's show Rouliette the lanolin cube that we picked up. There it is. Excellent. As promised, I bestow upon you this holy candle. May its light guide you along the path of righteousness. And we get the key item, holy candle. And now all we have to do is just head back and talk to Illumina. Again, and she was just right down here. Alright, here she is. Oh, splendid. Now I can tell my husband. And for you, here's a little something for your trouble. It's not much, but I believe it will watch over you in times of need. Come, don't be shy. Take it. It's been so long since my husband died in the war. This was a small house for 2 of us, and it's always seemed so big with just me. Well, feel free to stop by if you're ever in the neighborhood. I'll always got a pot of tea ready for company. Alright, there we are, and then we got a flower necklace. Let's take a look at that. Let's see, I guess it's something that goes around the neck, right? Gives us an increase to our charisma. Alright, so now we're back in Lower Juneau, and I want to sort of follow up with some of the storyline that we were doing with Korumoro here. Quite a few episodes ago. I think it was like episode 123, I think it was. But now we want to do more stuff that involved him and the female Taro Taro that was kind of bossing him around a little bit. Her name was Chilulu. Now, she's around here somewhere, so I want to look for her. Here, let's look for her on the map. Chilulu. She's a bossy little thing. There. Aha! She was right next to him. Yes, I should have known. Let's talk to her. Aha! I haven't seen you before. I am Madame Chilulu. I specialize in divining compatibility. Have you ever questioned whether you or your sweetheart are truly compatible? Or whether you and another adventurer could fight well together? That's what I am here to tell you. Just give me a try. There's no risk and no obligation. At once, yes. Tell me what... Excellent. First, you must collect tarot cards. There are a total of 4 different cards. The Hermit, the King, Death, and the Fool. I will give you 5 of the same card. You must trade with other Wuthers and bring the 4 different cards back to me. Only then can your fortune be told. Good luck, and may the winds of fate favor you. So we get 5 of the Death card. Was that one of them? Yes, it is. We might be able to get some more. Now, basically, we have to come here. No, it's going to be difficult for me to find people who are actually doing this quest. So what I'm going to actually just do is keep coming back here each day, because each day you can come back to her, and she will give you another 5 cards, all of the same suit. So I'll just keep doing it until I get all 4, I guess. But let me just check something here. Let me just talk to her again, just see what happens. That's it. She doesn't say anything else. Okay, yeah, so I guess that's what we'll do. I'll keep one of these death cards and just throw the other 4 away, or... I guess, I don't know. But yeah, like I said, we'll just come back here each day until we get one of each, and then we'll be able to finish this quest. It is possible to get those cards in bazaars, so I guess I could try to look for them that way. Okay, I'll quickly check the auction house website to see if anyone is bazaring them. You can't get them on the auction house, but you can get those cards in bazaars. So I'll just quickly check to see if there's any available. Yeah, there's none on the auction house anywhere. I mean, no one's bazaring those anywhere, and hasn't been for a very long time. So I'll just keep on coming back here and checking in with Chilulu until we manage to get all the cards from her, and then we'll continue on with her. So let me just see if there's anything we can do now. No, I guess that's everything for now, so I'll just get back to grinding of the Ragnarok. Let's go find some undead to hunt, and yeah, let's raise it to the next level. Alright, so we're here in the Eldian Necropolis. We need to kill one more. You can kill all these hounds and the skeletons that are around here work. Here, this will be our last victim, this last Necros hound. Usually I try to bring their hit points down with a ground strike and then finish them off with the Scourge. I also spent quite a bit of time in Abyssia Atoa fighting the Schnitters around, I think it's vertical construct number 5 or 6. I can't remember which one. But they're pretty close to there, and yeah, they're pretty good as well to do for this trial. So we should be, this should be perfect here. Here we go. So there we are, all finished. Trial 1841 complete. Alright, so I'll meet you guys back at Rulud Gardens. And we'll take on the next trial, 2260. So we need to do the same thing, the finishing blow with Scourge on 400. This time it's 400 Arcana. This is the longest one, I think, of all the trials. This is the one that takes the longest. Just because it's it's 100 more than the other ones. So there's a few places we can do this one. I think most of the time I usually go to Romave. End confirmation. I usually go to Romave and fight the weapons there, and the dolls as well count as Arcana, I think. But there's other places as well. I might go somewhere different. I'll have to look into it. So I spend a lot of time there as well, breaking my opening up my weapon skills for, ultimate weapon skills for the weapons. That's usually where I do my skill chain trials. So it'd be nice to get a break and do something different, or grind in a different spot. So I'll look for some Arcana, probably maybe somewhere in Abyssia or something like that. Yeah, and I'll also just quickly show that earlier today I stopped by to see what's-her-face, Chululu, and yesterday we got the stack of the death cards, tarot cards, and today she gave us a stack of 5 Fool cards. So there we are. We already got 2 out of the 4 cards that we need. So we just have to keep going back to her to get the other ones. One was Hermit, and then the other one was... I can't remember what the other one was. But, yeah, anyway. Alright, off to do more grinding. Yeah, and this one is the most difficult one. After this, the remaining 3 trials are easy. Easier. But yeah. Alright, so I'm starting a new day of gameplay, so I'm going to start things off by just checking to see what cards we're going to get today. Hopefully we get a 3rd type. I have 2 so far of the cards we need. Yep, a new set of cards will change our fortunes. Death. I think we had that one already. Yeah, we did. So we got lots of death cards now, unfortunately. But that's okay. It's just random. So we're still only 50% done what we need to on that quest to get things going again. Alright, I'm going to keep on grinding away at this, on this Ragnarok. It's almost done the next... Yeah, I'm almost complete the next trial. Yeah, the Arcana I'm working on right now, and I'm doing that in the Ulugaran range, Abyssia. So I'll meet you guys there. Alright, so here we are in Ulugaron, Abyssia Ulugaron range, and this is a good spot to fight these spectators. So I think I only need like 4 or 5 to finish. So let's just start with this. So there's 4. Yep, and so these have the right amount of hit points to just be able to whittle their hit points down, and then your weapon skill should be ready by the time the hit points are low enough. It doesn't take too long. What are we at now? See, our TP's almost full already, so there we go. We're all ready to go. But I like to wait until the hit points are down to about a 1/5. Because Scourge is a decent weapon skill, but it's not that good. There we are, that's good. So there we go. So we got 4 more after this. So we're going to need to get the attention of one more spectator. Here, let's do this one here. And then this should be all the ones we need. Okay, good. So now we'll go over here. There we are, we're good. So these are my last 4 victims on the Ragnarok for this trial. As long as I don't miss. But I very rarely do. So yeah, if you need to fight Arcana, this is definitely a good place to do them. I usually go around, I just run around the whole area and aggro every single one, and there's like over 10 of them. There's probably like a dozen or so of these things around, and then I just stand in one place and just whittle them away, and yeah, this trial's actually gone by pretty quick, even though it was 400 of these we had to kill. It goes by pretty quick when you got a good system going on like this. Just want to get into a position where they're all sort of in front of me. There we go. And yeah, this was the longest trial out of all of them, I believe. The next ones, we don't have to kill as many monsters, but they're harder to find monsters, so it's still pretty quick, though. Just want to get the hit points down a little further. There we go. That's good. And if you have extra time, you can go through the chests if you want. You end up with lots of these chests lying around in huge clusters, but obviously I don't really need the blue ones or the red ones. If I had more time, I would open up the gold ones, and you can do that if you want, because at least in there you can find items you can sell for good amounts of money. So it's a good way of making money, a little extra money while you're here doing this, if you open the gold chests. As long as you can unlock it properly in the time. Okay, here we are. We need one more. But I'm not really short on money right now, so I just ignored all the chests. Alright, here's our last one. Let's get one last little look at the Ulugaron range here in Abyssia. We spent the last day or so here. I guess it took about a day to do this one. But I've been playing a lot lately right now because I'm on my Christmas holidays, sort of my time off. Okay, here we go. Yep, so we're done. Alright, so I'll meet you guys back at Rulu Gardens. Oh, I went through that a little fast, but that was trial 2671. There we are. So let's see what we have to do. Alright, so defeat a set number of monsters. Yeah, so Gobel Fop. That's the exact same one that we had to fight 5 times in order to get the Excalibur unlocked for its similar trial. So we've been to that. And I think we even fought him when we were unlocking the Aegis. And then, of course, you have to face him at least once at the beginning when you're just unlocking all the NMs from the Dynamis regions. But he's in Dynamis Bosidine Glacier. And I think we don't have to do the weapon skill on this guy. We just have to kill him with the item equipped. So it's super easy, I believe. Right? Let me just look at that one more time. It just doesn't say anything about the weapon skill. Yeah, so just kill him with the Ragnarok equipped, which is no problem. yeah, so I'll just do that one next. And what we have to do is we have to go down to the middle tier section of the Bosidine Glacier, basically, and we need to fight those foamers, or hydras, whatever they're called in that region. Those, yeah, dark-skinned ghosts, zombie kind of creatures, guys. But we need to kill certain ones in order to get a key item that'll pop Gobelfop. Yeah, I think we have to kill, like, paladins and warriors or something like that. I'll look it up and make sure. But I'll meet you guys in Dynamis Bosidine Glacier. Alright, well, we just got the last Despot's Fortune that we're going to need, and they drop from red mages, paladins, or warriors. And that's the item we need in order to spawn Gobelfop. So we're here in this area of Dynamis, Bosidine. So let's just come in here. This is where we're going to fight Gobelfop again. I'll just finish killing these ones that are following us. This guy. And the red Hydra Mage. Yeah, these ones can heal themselves. Alright, good. Alright, so here we go. So right inside this little alcove area. Trade the Despot's Fortune. And of course we have our Ragnarok equipped, of course. And all we have to do is kill the guy, and he's not that hard. Here, I got 3,000 TP, so let's do an amazing ground strike. That didn't do very much. That was a pretty lame ground strike on 3,000 TP, but oh well. Alright, good job, team. Here we go. So, completed trial 2671. Alright, so I'll meet you guys back at Ruled Gardens. Trial 3104. Alright, this is one of the last ones. But on this one, we need to kill an animated claymore, 10 of them, in Dynamis Archibald. And all we have to do is just have the... It's the same as the last trial. We just have to have the Ragnarok equipped and kill the monster. Defeat a Sentinel monster. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so I'll meet you guys in Zarkabar Dynamis, where we'll be hunting the animated claymores. Alright, so this is our 10th intricate geode. So, you get them from, just fighting those satellites here. for me, the satellite claymores are right around this area, and pretty much all the other weapon satellite monsters around here as well. And they're easy to find. Alright, here we are. We got 5 minutes to do this. So we got our usual full team here, and we'll just give ourselves a little buff. I think we're gonna be just fine. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, and all of the similar type of monsters you'll want to fight are all very clustered here, so it's really easy to find them. All the satellite claymores hang out in the same area. Alright, so there we are. Completed trial 3104. So I'll meet you guys back at Ruler Gardens. And now for the last trial that will bring it from level 95 up to level 99. Trial 3567. So this one, what we need to do is we need to get the 5 vials of Umbral Marrow, just like when we did the Excalibur. So. Right, now a long time ago, ahead of time, I got those Umbral Marrows, and they've just been sitting in my inventory here. Safe and sound, here they are, 5 of them, because I knew that we would be doing this relic. Now, for items, I think we have to put them in here. It's been a while since I've done this, let's see. I think we need to put the item and the Umbral Marrows. Yeah. So then we come here and trade him the Ragnarok now. The deed is done. Oh, I should have taken a closer look at it there. So now we got the level 99 Ragnarok relic. So there it is. Yeah, now what we want to do is take it to Oboro, who will be able to enhance it to item level I-99. I-19, I mean, 119. Alright, so here in Port Juno, all the way down here at the bottom of the stairs that leads to the tunnel that leads to Quiffam Island, we find Oboro. Now, it's been a while since I've done this before. So let's see, let's just give him the Ragnarok and see what he says. I was unaware that the world was still privy to superlative works of art, such as this. So grandiose is this design that one must question whether or not it was fashioned by mortal hands. Say nothing of the aura it exudes. I feel as if I am conversing with an old friend simply by gazing upon it. Yes, I will indeed I will indeed deign to pour my soul into improving this instrument. In order to do that, however, I require 300 plutons. Prepare the weapon. Trade the Ragnarok. And 300 plutons, which we had in storage. I would thank you for handing over your plutons, but you have only done what is logical for our mutual benefit. More importantly, I can already feel the potential of this great weapon. One day is but all I need to work my magic. Feel free to get your hopes up in the meantime, too. Just make sure that that's not on my inventory now. Yes, so he's got the items. Okay, good. So it's not long to wait before the next game day, so we'll just take care of some errands. One thing I need to do is go to Lower Juno and get my next set of cards for the day. We haven't done that yet today, so let's just do that now and just see what we get. Hopefully we get the third card. Alright, here we are with Cholulu again for what? This would be our 4th day attempting this, I guess. The Fool. We did not have... Oh yeah, we did have that one already. So we've gotten that one twice now as well. So we've gotten the Fool twice and Death twice. Oh well. Gotta keep trying. Alright, so it's after midnight, so let's talk to the man. Our friend Oboro, there it is. There's our amazing new relic. It's all powered up. There we are. Item level 119, Ragnarok. So thank you very much. There we are. Let's equip that. And I also want to see if I can equip something else here. I've been holding on to some of these grips. I think that they're used for some of these things. Let me just see here. This is physical damage reduction. This is a really good one. I don't know where we got this from. I'm going to put that on too, so that gives us a huge boost. The Zakub. I feel like I might have gotten that from Ambuscade or something like that. I don't know, but chances are it could have just been something from the Gobi box. Another amazing thing that we got from the Gobi box randomly. It happens. Every once in a while you get those amazing little treasures from that little goblin. So now what I'm going to do is basically start powering up Warrior a bit more, my Warrior class, and I want to try and start getting some job points. So we haven't really been able to do much for that, but basically off camera I want to get up to at least 100. That's my goal, so we can get Superior 2. And yeah, a few bonuses on the way. So that's so that we can use our blurred shield as a warrior. So I'm going to be doing that off screen, but we can also start working on some other things. Like, what do we have here? Let me see. Let's see. So that is the Great Sword. I think it was the Great Axe. This one, the Great Axe that I've also been working on lately. This is not the greatest Great Axe, but it's a decent one that I got from Records of Eminence, and I'll probably be working on getting a great and some sort of epic Great Axe in the future. It probably won't be a relic or a mythic, but it'll something else. And save that for a future episode. But this Eminent Vogue, I think, will be good enough for now. And what I want to do is work on maybe getting the weapon skill for this next. So let's take a look at who we need to talk to in order to get that to happen. I think that's here. Weapon skills. Which one is it? This one? No, that's dagger. This one, Great Axe skill. Here we are. Steel Cyclone. So we're going to talk to Iron Eater in the Metalworks. So let's accept this one. And go talk to him, Iron Eater. Alright, so Iron Eater was way up here in the Bastican Consulate, I think. Yeah, there he is. So let's talk to him. We're pretty much maxed out on our Great Sword, I believe. Yeah, or pardon me, Great Axe. So it's really high at 440. So let's talk to him, Iron Eater. I have heard the rumors, Oko. People say that there are few who can match your Great Axe technique. How would you like to challenge your limits? Here, take this axe and test yourself. When you feel that the weapon can take you no further, bring it and this weapon training guide back here to me. And we get the Axe of Trials. So, the usual thing, we're going to be doing skill chains. Alright, so there we are. That's what we're going to be working with for the next little while. We need to find a nice cozy place to just fight some monsters with Examile, and I'll just do my skill chains, and I'll usually do 150 of them, which will give me at least 300 points, which always unlocks the item. So I'll be working on that while I am trying to collect those cards, and also bringing my warrior job class, or job points. I want to raise that up to at least the SU level 2. So for double thrust, I followed up with Raging Rush. There we are, that gives reverberation. Yeah, I'm just out on the sides of battlefields here. This was a good place to do a little grinding here on these weapon skill chains. Yeah, so for double thrust, I use Raging Rush, and then when Examile does pentathrust or leg sweep, I do Fell Cleave as a follow-up, and that gives detonation skill chain. I think we only need a few more. After I kill these 2 raptors, we should have enough skill chains to be done. Here's double thrust again. So we'll do Raging Rush. There's another reverberation. Here's Pentathrust. So that one's got the longest animation, but here's Fell Cleave as a follow-up. There we are, detonation. Let's see if good old Examile here will do a leg sweep before we're done killing this. He doesn't seem to be doing anything. There we go. Doesn't look like we're going to get another weapon skill in here. He's done. Alright, so I'll meet you guys at the metalworks. Alright, so we still have the Latin effect on the weapon, but that seems to always be the case. I don't think I've ever done one of these weapon skill trials where the Latin effect actually disappeared. I don't know. Yeah. Let's give him this. So, the axe has finally recognized your true ability. However, your journey is not yet over. Take this and travel to the sanctuary of Scythe. There, a great beast awaits you. Defeat the beast and retrieve from it the annals of truth, as proof of your victory. Your eyes are asking me why you must do something so tedious. I remember giving my master the same look when he asked me to perform this task many years ago. The answer to your question can only be realized by defeating the beast. Alright, thank you, Iron Eater. So off we go. And I'll put the Eminent Volge back on. Okay, so the Sanctuary of Scythe. Haven't been there in a while. That's interesting. I don't know if there is a home point there. I think it's survival. I think it's a survival thing. Okay, so we should be getting pretty close to the spot now. We want to get to F6, so here we are, we're in the area. Now I'll do some searching for the spot. F6 is where we want to be, so we're in the right square. There it is. Alright, so here we are. In the northern part of the Sanctuary of Scythe, close to the entrance to Romave. So we'll click here with a full party with our Annals of Truth. You sense an ominous presence. And here we are, we have a tree ant to fight here. Green Man. He'll be no match against our axe, that's for sure. We're not even gonna get a weapon skill in, that's for sure. Yeah, he's toast. There it is. Green Man is done. Click on the question mark again. And nothing happens. How come? Oh, gotta wait for the monster to disappear, I think. Alright. There we are. Now we get the Annals of Truth. Okay, so I'll meet you guys back at Bastock Mines. We don't even need to fight these monsters that are after us. Uh-oh. 50 seconds to wait. Alright, I'll just meet you guys back at the metalworks. Alright, here we are back at the metalworks. Let's talk to Iron Eater. I see you have brought back the Annals of Truth. 10 years ago, before I became a mithril musketeer, I, too, defeated the beast and brought back that same item as proof of my deed, just as my master had ordered me. Master, I do not feel that this axe is suited for me. I wish to continue my training in the way of the greatsword. Padako. Rushing into decisions can only hamper your potential. That axe has shown you your limits. and has led you to re-evaluate the paths you have chosen. Whether or not you attempt to break those limits is up to you. Only you can decide which roads in life you will tread. This is all I can teach you. Master. Believe in yourself and your abilities, Padako. A new force is growing inside you as we speak. Padako? Is that his like real name or something? I sensed that you too had begun to realize your limits. However, by fighting with that foe, a new force has begun to grow inside of you. These annals of truth are just a symbol of that force. Step forth and wield your axe with confidence, knowing that the path you have chosen has not ended. There is still much to learn. Alright, there we are. We now have the weapon skill Steel Cyclone, which is the best weapon skill in the game for a great axe. Alright, awesome. Another one done. Okay, well, I'm just going to keep on grinding away at getting my job points because I do want my warrior to get up to 100 job points, and I've started doing that already. It'll take some time. We've only got 23 so far, but that's almost 25% of the way there. Well, it's 23% of the way there. Yeah, but these are all the bonuses we'll get on the way. So next time you guys see me, I should have 100 job points put into warrior here, and then we'll be able to move on to something else. Alright, so we got a little Porksy here that we can use our Steel Cyclone on, if I can get a good spot to see it. Alright, here we go. Steel Cyclone, here we go. Boom! That was a pretty cool move. That took over 4,000, it looks like. Yep, 4,000 damage. There we are. And like I said earlier, I do want to get a better Great Axe eventually. But we'll just work with this one for now, because this one's going to be good enough. So I'm just going to get back to my CP grinding there. I do want to get that chest there, too. It's sitting there. I see it. Here's Steel Cyclone again. Alright. That one's just over 2,000. Caliber ring. Cool. That's really awesome. Alright, so we're down in the Bostinia Oubliette now, and we are a level 99 Dark Knight, and we're wearing our Sulevia armor. And if you want to know how I got this armor set, including the weapon here, this Drapanum, which is a great scythe that we're going to eventually start to work on that one. But yeah, we basically got all this weapon and all this armor set in the Ambuscade episode. Oh, so there's another thing we want to make sure that we take care of, and that's what we're here for is this one, I believe, Spiral Hell. So we want to be, yeah, one of those job classes, which we are, Dark Knight, and our scythe skill is well over 240. So we will set that objective, and we will look for Novelmoj, which I think was that guy that just wanders around down here. I thought he was down here, but I don't see him. Maybe he was down here. There he is. Yep, he's straight ahead. So our scythe skill is sitting at 420, which is the max you can have on Paladin and Warrior, but here as a Dark Knight, we'll be able to raise it a little higher. So that's good. I'll probably even use one of these Marinas while I'm at it here to help bring that scythe skill up to the max. Okay, so let's talk to Novelmoj now. You are also a wielder of the scythe, and quite a skilled one, I dare say. Though it may not appear likely, I too have some small ability with that weapon. I actually have quite a collection of scythes. One of the scythes I possess has a decidedly ominous aura. Cursed is the only way I can describe it. A perfectly sane person who takes up this scythe begins to act in the most unusual manner. It is said, however, that if the curse on the scythe can be overcome by the heat of many battles, the wielder gains the knowledge of a new weapon technique. What say you? Are you up to the challenge? I'll take a swing at it. Excellent. Here's the weapon. When the curse has been lifted, the scythe will lose its power. Bring it back to me when this happens, and I will see if the blight has truly been cleansed. Take care not to lose yourself to the curse. And we get the Scythe of Trials, as expected. So, like I said, we're not going to get a lot of use out of the Drapenum right now. We're going to have to do some grinding with our Scythe of Trials, but once that's all done, we'll have our Drapenum for maximum damage, but we'll just have to use this for now. I did a little research on the sort of the Scythe weapon skills and compared them with Exenmiles, and unfortunately I couldn't find a link between Exenmiles' leg sweep and a skill chain link, at least, and with that and any of our weapon skills. I could only find connections for pentathrust and double thrust. So unfortunately, we're only going to be getting skill points from 2 out of 3 of Exenmiles' weapon skills, and I think I'm just going to stick with it, though. I mean, I was thinking I could look for another trust and try and see if I can find 3 skill chains that we could do, but I'm so used to Exenmile, I'd just rather stick with them. And even if it takes a little longer, I'm sort of okay with that. So I'm just going to stick with Exenmile, and when he does pentathrust, I'm going to do Vorpal Scythe, and when he does double thrust, I'm going to do Spinning Scythe. So I only have to do those 2. And then I guess when he does leg thrust, maybe I'll experiment with some of these other ones. Maybe we will get a skill chain from some of these other ones. I don't know, but I'll probably just ignore his leg sweep. So I'll see you guys out there in the battlefield. So I follow up his pentathrust with Vorpal sword there, and we get the skill chain Transfixion. And then for double thrust, I follow that one up with the Spinning Scythe. So maybe we'll see if he'll do we'll see if he'll do a double thrust here before the end of this battle. I found it was helpful coming here and grinding on some of these Numbing Blossoms, and also the Raves. The Colonization Raves are good. All the Raves are good for this sort of grinding, I think. We'll look away now, and we'll just wait for Exenmile to use either pentathrust or double thrust now that I got... There's leg sweep, yeah. Sometimes he doesn't use leg sweep very often, and then sometimes he uses it a lot. It's strange. Today he wasn't using leg sweep very much. Yeah, we should have more than enough skill chain points now. But I just want to finish off this Blossom, and then we'll be off. We'll head back to Sandoria. You can also check on the side and see if that latent effect is removed. It's still there, you see, but I'm pretty sure the trial is over. Leg sweep. Here we go, double thrust. So follow that up with Spinning Scythe. Oh, but we killed it, so it might not work. Oh no, we got it. Reverberation, there it is. Okay, so like I said, we have more than enough. So I'm gonna head out now, and I'll meet you guys back at Sandoria in the basement of the Chateau d'Arguil. Alright, so here we are back down in the basement where we'll find Novel Marsh. I think his name was. Or Moj. Novel Moj. Whoops. Nope. Trade. You have done splendidly. However, there is still one thing that remains to be done. You must excuse me. My supply of medicine has run dry, and I'm not in the best of shape these days. What caused my condition, you ask? I was once forced to undergo battle training in a certain place. It was there I was given a potion to drink that reduced me to this pitiful state. I spent days on end in blackness, on the brink of losing my very sense of self. I finally managed to crawl out of that darkness with my sanity intact, but my companions are still. Enough of this talk. Your final trial awaits you. If this test is not completed, your effort until this point will have been for naught. Journey to the Den of Rancor with this map to the Annals of Truth, and obtain the Annals of Truth. When you have bound the evil in the Scythe, your exertions will be at an end. I will hold the Scythe of Trials here for your return. My prayers go with you. And we get the key item map to the Annals of Truth. So now we'll put our Drapenum on. There it is. Nice and strong, which brings us up to item level 119. So nice and strong. Up. How do I get out of here? What's this? What's this? Huh. Interesting. A little room here. I wonder if there was something in here at one point. Can't remember. Alright, well, I'll meet you guys at the Den of Rancor. So here we are in the Den of Rancor, and we're heading right for the area we need to be. There's some other people around here today grinding for some cool stuff. There's always some cool stuff down here, lots of tomberries. So I think we're right around where we need to be. Let's take a look at our map. Somewhere around here we're going to find the spot. Let's go a little deeper. Right here. I guess we can clear the room here. Let's kill this cutlass scorpion. Get it out of the way. Alright, we'll click here on this question mark spot. We sense an ominous presence, and it's Moku Mokurin. An Animorph. Or an Amorph, whatever they're called. Yeah. Spiral Hell. That's the weapon skill we want, I think. So we'll wait for him to disappear. And there we are, the Annals of Truth. This moose wants to die too. Okay, so I'll meet you guys. I'll meet you guys back at the Bastinha Oubliette. Alright, here we are, back in the basement of our favorite castle in our favorite hometown. Let's talk to Novel Mauge, now that we've got the Annals of Truth. I knew you would return victorious. Another soul, another Scythe has been freed from its curse. You have my gratitude. Novel Mauge, here's that oversized scythe of yours, freshly sharpened. Thank you, Bruger. Here is your usual fee. As long as I get my money, I don't much care, but what the hell are you doing with this thing? I've never seen anyone blunt a blade so quickly. I was under the impression that the Bruger Consortium respected the privacy of its customers. Was I mistaken? Good grief, man. I'm not trying to grill you, I was just curious. Well, I don't want to invade your privacy any longer, so I'll just get out of here, shall I? You ought to give a little thought to your reputation outside of your little world here. You're not exactly Mr. Popular up in town. I'll be seeing you. I feel I can tell you the truth of my situation. Do you remember how I spoke of being forced to undergo battle training at a certain place? The ones that captured me were shadows. Surely you have seen them. These undead creatures that resemble elven. They kidnap young children who are made to drink a vile potion while learning the arts of war. Eventually the children become shadows themselves. This is how they increase their numbers. Have you heard the tales of elven children disappearing from the kingdom? This is the work of the shadows. Hard to believe? I know it to be true, for I was one of those children. The shadows that roam the darkness today were once my friends, abducted as I was. When the transformation into shadow is complete, all sense of self is lost. My companions no longer recognize me. To release their souls from damnation, I shun the sun's rays and hunt shadows in the perpetual night. This scythe is their salvation. I escaped that blackest night once, only to find a deeper kind of darkness waiting for me in the form of despair. Perhaps this is my penance for being the sole survivor. I cannot blame people for thinking I am some kind of vampire. I see my own actions as monstrous. But I care not for other people's opinions. I merely do what I must. To grant their souls peace by my own hand, I owe my companions that, at least. Forgive me, my friends. My entire existence is here in the darkness. Whenever you release the soul of a shadow, I ask that you whisper a prayer for them. May your next life be bathed in blessed light. And we've learned Spiral Hell, which we actually haven't used yet, but we will definitely check that out. I want to still finish up some of those Juno quests. Oh, I went the wrong way again. So what we're going to do is head back to Juno. And I'm still trying to get those cards. This is what I have so far. We keep getting the same two suits. Where are they? Here. Fool and Death. We've got a lot of them. Still haven't gotten the other two yet, but they're bound to... It's just random. It's bound to happen eventually. So we'll just keep waiting for those other two cards to show up so that we can continue those. But in the meantime, we're going to be continuing also to grind our CP. We want to get up to 100 job points into both Warrior and Dark Knight. And so far, this is what we're doing. This is how far we've gotten with Warrior. We're up to level 76, which is good. We're almost there. So that will only take a day or two more of grinding on Warrior. And I haven't really started Dark Knight yet. We've only put one job point into it so far. But I want to get both those up to 100. So we'll just keep grinding on that and waiting for those cards to show up at Juno. But either way, I'll meet you guys back at Juno. Alright, so earlier today I had talked to Korumoru. Oh no, not Korumoru, the other one, Chilulu. Yeah. Over here, and she had given me finally the 4th card. So I'm not sure how many days that took, but after a certain amount of time, we ended up with this. So here we are. A full stack of the Fool, plus 8. A full stack of Death, plus 8. We got 5 of the King, which was yesterday, and then this morning we got the Hermit. So I'm just going to trade one of each of those cards to her right now. Yes, this is all of them. Sorry, but I'd stay away from this place if I were you. Korumoru, you stay away from my client Aru. You know I'm an experienced fortune teller, trained from youth by my mother. I've heard that line a gagillion times. I think your client Aru would be shocked to hear the kind of grades you got in school. Listen, when it comes to telling fortunes, a strong foundation is paramount to Aru. Otherwise, the winds of fate would simply knock you over. In our school days, I wasn't out playing like you. I was inside studying wuddying all I could. You're not half the fortune teller I am. Well, so what? My fortunes are always spot on Aru. Maybe you have a point. After all, you said our compatibility rating was 0. And look at us. Why is he so happy about our compatibility, or a lack thereof? Oh, don't mind him. We've known each other since we were kids. He doesn't understand a woman at all. That's why he always comes to bother me. And don't you listen to a word he says. You can't go wrong with my fortunes. Alright, there we are. We are now ready to have our fortune told by Chilulu. Let's just talk to her right away then and just see what happens. I don't think we have to zone or anything. Shall I test your compatibility? Yes. Very well. Just fill in the name of your partner where it says password. Alright, let's go with Chilulu. What? With me? Spare me. So that's it. So now we have to do this a few times. You can put anybody, apparently. You can put these guys, you can put this person, their names. You might even be able to put in another player's name. I'm not sure. Someone in the wide scan or something, but we basically just have to wait another game day and then do this a few other times, I think. Let me just check here. Yeah, 3 days we have to do this. Game days. So, yeah, I'll just hang around here and do this every so often, but I guess we can take care of some other things while we're waiting. Let me see here. Yeah, let's go take care of something else while we're waiting for the next game day to appear. I'm going to head over to make a quick stop at Windurst, at the Orrery. So here at Port Windurst, right up here, this is the Orrery, which we have been to before, but it's been a long time. I don't even remember what we were doing here before. Probably just some mission quest or something, but let's go in here today and look for Hakaru Rinkaru. He's up here on the stage. Hakaru Rinkaru. Heber jeebers. Whoa, you scared the wits out of silly Billy me. I thought you were Minister Ajido Marujido. You see, the true blue truth is I kinda snapped the minister's favorite wand into two. I was just discussing with Koroido Moido how we can pull a rig-jig swifty on the minister. I never said we should pull a swift one on him. Acts of badness will always come to light eventually, you know. Besides, you were the one who suggested it first, Hakuru Rinkuru. We've already scurried, and ordered a new wand. Keeping it quiet until the replacement comes isn't an act of badness, is it? In sticky situations like this, I've heard that if you have an ooey-gooey block of animal glue, you can glue a broken wand back together again. My hotshot adventurer, I'll pay you a handsome ransom if you can go find me a block of animal glue. Wonderful. I'm counting on you, so stick to it. I'm stating this for the record, but I am having no parteroo in this. Yeah, well, I got one of those ahead of time. A block of animal glue. Let's see, where is it? There it is. Whoa, heebie-jeebies. You're just in time. We just heard word that the minister is on his way back now. Thanks. You're the bee's knees. Here's your handsome ransom in lieu of hush money. Now I've got to hurry and fix this wand. And we get 1,500 gil. Okay, so now we can do another quest. We want to speak to the guy over here, Koroido Moido. I wonder why the minister places such importance on that wand. It doesn't look like it has any particular value. Oh, that's it? Oh, maybe I have to zone or something. Hold on. Yeah, I gotta zone first, so let's just leave and come back. Where at? Over here. Alright, let's try this again. Whoa, holy moly, major depression. Let me explain why Hakuru Rinkuru is so down in the dumps. You remember the little incident where he accidentally broke the minister's wand? Don't you? He was able to pull the wool over the minister's eyes. Up until he replaced the wand with a new one. But our minister knows his stuff. Seems the minister took one look at the new wand, realized it had been switched, and gave Hakuru Rinkuru a right royal telling off. No, Koroido Moido, you got it wrong. He didn't get an itty-bitty bit angry with me at all. Even though he had every right. That's why I'm so depressed. You've got me confused. What's the problem then? We all very well know Minister Ajido Marujido's hoity-toity sarcastic personality, but he didn't even spare me a single sarcastic remark. He just went all quiet and huffed off all of a sudden. I bet he had such ill will he couldn't express himself in words. Wah! I'm gonna be fired for sure after this hubbub. It is just as I feared. That wasn't just the average wand we were dealing with here. It wasn't something that you could replace by simply buying a new one. You sent the old wand off to the magic incinerator, right, Aru? I wonder if they've already incinerated it. It seems my colleagues sent the old wand off to the magic incinerator in Garlage Citadel. It's probably too late to save it from being burnt to a crisp. Okay, well, we'll head to the incinerator then at the Garlage Citadel. Very shortly. First, I want to go and get my fortune told a few more times by Cholulu. Alright, so this is the 4th time that we're going to be getting our fortune done, and I've used these people's names, and she never says very much. She just usually says, well, here, we can do one of them. Let's do Raji today and just see what happens. Raji, right behind us there. Hold on there, I can't divine you with that partner. Yeah, that's what she always says. Let's talk to her again. Shall I test your compatibility? Yes, please. Let's try her again. Cholulu. What? With me? Spare me. Well, I was expecting her to have something else to say to us. Hold on. No thanks. Have a nice day. Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna have to come back the next game day then. I thought that this was the 4th and I thought we'd have something different to do. Shamara, I think was the lady behind us. Hold on there, I can't divine you with that partner. Well, I guess I'll just have to come back. I'm not quite sure why it's not working. Unless I've already accepted the quest. Let's just see. No. Strange. Okay, now that it's a new day, let's try again. Thanks for letting me handle your fortune-telling needs. Actually, there's something I'd like to ask you. I've got a pile of rubbish I forgot to put out on Magic Trash Day. It's not like regular garbage. Someone has to collect and treat it. I don't know what to do. I just die if Korumoru saw it. Please, would you take it to the incinerator in Garlage Citadel? I will. Really? I knew you'd help. And don't say a word to Korumoru about this. Alright, so there we are. That is the line I was looking for, and there's the key item. What happens if we do talk to him? No, not now. So we're going to head to the Garlage Citadel, so I'll meet you guys there. This should be a pretty easy one to do. I think, yeah, this one is just kind of going in the same place as the Windurst one, which is why we're doing that one as well at the same time. Alright, so we got a little searching to do here on the first map. Basically, all we have to do is go around and look for these skeletons that are called... what was it? Darn it. Fallen evacuees. So here they are, and I think there's 6 on the floor in total. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's 4 of them. And here's another 2. Yeah, so there's... That's it. We're just going to fight those until we get a key. We're looking for a Garlage key, I guess it is. Yeah, a Garlage key. Oh, we got some other people here. Well, let's see. Hopefully we're not searching for the same things as them. I don't think so. Here's the first fallen evacuee. And there's little rooms like this, and there's 2 in each room. Bone chip. Okay, it can't go that way, or it'll fall down the hole. Darn it. Oh, here we go. I hope this guy doesn't mind that we're killing these, but we need these more than he does. Yeah, I think he's just grinding. Attack. Okay, there we are. We got it. Okay, let's get out of this guy's way. So now we got to take this key to the Banishing Gate, which is down here on the bottom right. Straight up. Gotta be careful here. There we go. Alright, so here at Banishing Gate number 1, which is right here. No. I want to trade. Oh! Oh, there we are. Maybe we had the, maybe that door opens automatically because we have those, pouch of weighted stones. So, yeah, that wasn't where we need to use the key, I think. We're on the next map now, I believe. So now what we want to do is we want to go to the second Banishing Gate, which is at H10. So let's see here. Where are we? H10. Way down there. Okay. That's quite a ways away. I think I will use some enchantments. And we'll see how far we can get. Okay, we're close to where we need to be. Hold on, I think it's right over here. This might be it. Yes, it is. Alright, we also might have to fight these guys. I don't know. What? Oh, there we go. Yeah. So that was the one for the weighted stones. Now what do we do? So now we're getting close to the incinerator, guys. Where are we here? Once past... Yeah, so this is the right map. So let's look for the person we're looking for, and her name is Mashira. Alright, let's go a little further east. I don't think I've ever been down in this little part down here before. Oh, really? I don't think I ever have. I don't remember this at all. I've been to other basement parts of the Garlish Citadel, but I don't ever remember coming here. It's very interesting. So basically, I think I'm trying to get to this little square room over here. I still haven't seen our friend. Oh, here it is. Yep, that's where he is. All right, Mashira. We're almost there. Very mysterious things going on down here in the depths of the Garlish Citadel. We're gonna figure this out. Let's see, where do we go now? We want to go north. Yep. Up here. To the incinerator room. And this is where we're going to be able to take care of these 2 quests that we have going on. The crematory hatch. So this is, I guess, where we need the key. Garlish key. Yep, good. Alright, so here we go, guys. Here is the incinerator. Let's talk to Mashira. Well, Albi, don't get many visitors round these parts. Me? I just look after this here incinerator. So, ask about the wand. Let's do that one first. What's that you say? You're from the Orrery in Windurst? And what's that to me? I just look after this here incinerator. Come again? A wand stuck all up with some animal glue? Well, I got me one just like that right here. It got snapped itself clean in two. I was using it to stoke the fire, but that animal glue couldn't stand the heat. Guess it should have stayed out of the kitchen. If you want it, it's yours, buddy. And there we are. We got the broken wand. So that takes care of one quest. We'll talk to him again. And we'll ask about the magic trash. Burn the magic trash. Ain't you city folk ever heard of recycling? Well, I got nothing better to do. Huh? Let me just see if that worked. Well, I guess that was it. Hold on, that's kind of strange. With nothing... Hold on a second. I guess that's it, guys. So we'll just head back now to... I'll go to Windurst first. Alright, so here we are back at the Orrery. And we'll talk to Corrido Moido. Looks like you saved the day. This is undeniably our minister's original wand. Looky here, Hakaru Rinkuru. Seems the wand hasn't been fired, so neither will you. Woohoo! What a cheerful earful. I'm not going to be fired after all. There, there. Now all we have to do is wait for the minister to come back. Hi, diddly diddly, is my dear brother in? Ah, Miss Apuru. Heidi hi. Looks like Brother Dearest is away as usual. This is so typical of him. What's the emergency, miss? No emergency. But today a pile of Cardian weapons were suddenly delivered to my door from none other than our dear Ajido Morujido. I recall saying that I was in a jam because we didn't have enough money to buy weapons for our Cardians, but I don't remember asking him to buy us any. Don't you think it is kind of strange? It is very unlike him to suddenly do something like that for no reason, so I was wondering what has gotten into him. Oh, goodness woodness. That wand you have there. Now this brings back memories. This is the wand that my brother and I had fought over so much when we were children. It wound up broken in two. Not that we were the ones to break it, mind you. Our mother, goddess bless her soul, was the one who snapped it. She meant to teach us the lesson that when two people fight over something, it will surely get broken. I can't recall ever being so frightened of our mother. Wowie zowie. Sounds like she was a scary woman when she wanted to be. Well, anyway, I had best get back to my own ministry. When my brother returns, tell him I said thank you. Ta-ta-roo, everyone. So there we are. We obtained 6,000 gil, and we finished that quest with Koroido Moido. I'm going to zone and then come right back. Alright, so here we are back. Now we're going to want to talk to the guy on the left again. Hikaru Rinkaru. I'm in such a helter-skelter fix. I'm currently preparing the budget for next year, and the captain of the Black, White, and Red Mage Brigades of the Warlocks are all squeezing me for more arms funding. But as usual, our flub the dub minister has gone AWOL on us. So there's no one here who can form their hodgepodge of opinions into a clear-cut policy. I guess there's no chance but for us to decide the fair share on our own. We are in charge of operations, but know next to nothing about the performance of the various handy-dandy wands they are requesting. I'd like to get my hands on one of each of the 3 types of wands and compare their make-or-break performance until everyone agrees on which wands are best. If only someone would help me obtain them. Yes, it'd be wonderful. Why, thank you so very much for the nice offer. Just one of each kind of wand would be enough for us to try out. I'm counting on you, hotshot. Ask the fuddy-duddy head of each brigade of the Warlocks for the names of the 3 wands. Oh, and make sure you obtain your own hipper-dipper wands to give us. Don't go giving us wands that you borrowed from others now. So, who do we talk to here? Let's see. We want to talk to... I hope they're all here. Yeah, I think they are. This is one of them. Galtata. The bigger the war, the more influence the number of troops has on the final victory. Life is a limited resource. You can't just make new lives straight away, can you? In order to protect these precious lives, we need oak staves. There we are, there's one of them. This is one of them, Yaman Hashuman. Warfare is all about doing a preemptive strike. That's why black mages are pivotal to any war. Yet, how's they to win the battle unless they invest in their wands? The black mages in our warlocks need mithril rods. And the last person we want to talk to is Aruru. But I don't see her here right now. Aruru. Aruru was on the other side of the wall here. How do I get back there? Oh. Enhancement magic is like an invisible reinforcement meant. It does unexpected damage and can confuse your opponent greatly. Oh, greatly. The power-ups of the red mages are equivalent to dozens of auxiliary troops. So you see, OC, we need rose wands. So those are the 3 we need. Rose wand, mithril rod, and an oak staff. So I guess the first place I'll check is the auction house, but we might even be able to get some of those cheaply through Records of Eminence. So I'll do a little bit of research and just figure out the easiest way to get these 3 weapons. Where are we? Stuck over here. Alright, so as expected, all of those items are easily available here on Records of Eminence, and they're very low-level weapons. Here's the Mithril Rod. So now we're just looking for the Oak Staff. There it is. Okay, so let's head back to the Oristeri now. Alright, so we'll go and give those items to Hakuru Rinkaru. Rose Wand, Mithril Rod, Oak Staff. Yabba dabba, this is absolutely wonderful. You managed to obtain the 3 wands we wanted. Thank you very much. Oh, your timing is bad. Dr. Shantoto has come to visit and is out back right now. Oh, what splendid timing, dears. Ho, is this our first time to meet-o? I'm the previous minister of the Oristeri, Dr. Shantoto. Why, Hakuru Rinkaru, my dear. Aren't those the wands our brigadier generals are pushing you for that you have here? Let me have a lend of them, Hakuru Rinkaru. Oh, I'll try them out and decide for you. First off, we have the Rose Wand. Bibbly bobbly boo boo. Huh. Well, that was oh so. Next we have the Oak Staff. A la casa. Handles nicely, but the turning is a little rough. Finally, we have the Mithril Rod. Mumbo Jumbo Moogle Mambo. Oi! Oi, are you okay? Jeepers creepers, that was a close call. If Minister Agito Muragito hadn't turned up just a roo at the right moment, you'd be on your way to heaven right now, pal. Don't blame me. No, oh no. Such a weakling shouldn't be in the Mage Academy to begin with. Oh ho. Dr. Shantoto. Oh ho. Well, I was holding back, you know. Don't be angry now. Don't be mad. It's a rare experience to see Minister Agito Muragito and I match each other in magic, like that you've just had. Here, I'll give you this, my friend. It should provide you hours of fun on your weekend. Oh ho! So, what was it you were trying to do in my absence? Wouldn't your time be better spent improving your magic abilities rather than playing in a magic competition? The Brigadier Generals of the War Warlocks have been pushing me to budget for their own equipment preferences, so I was trying to test these 3 different wands and decide which to buy, fair and square. You should be the one to decide, Minister Agito Muragito. That way, everything will be ruled peacefully. You're talking about next year's budget, Redaroo. Oh, I've already placed the orders with Juno. I bought swords, axes, armor, shields. Hold on a second, Minister. None of those bric-a-brac can be used by mages, can they? Haha! I bought them for you boys in operations, silly. Anyway, that should keep you busy working on them for a while. See you around, boys. Ta-da-roo. Alright, we obtain a new moon armlets. See what that's all about. It sounds like it might be a ring, or... No? An arm piece? There it is. New moon armlets. For lots of different raises and gives you a little MP bump. Big deal, huh? Anyway, that's okay. Alright, and that's everything that we have to do here. And we also got some money, I think, from that. Yeah, 4,800 gil, so that's good. Alright, so now I'm going to head back to Juno. And let Cholulu know that I took care of the rubbish. Alright, here we are, back with Cholulu in Lower Juno. Well, thanks for taking care of all that, Aru. Now I can sleep soundly. Here, perhaps you'll find this useful. And we get a chain choker and 6,000 gil. Chain choker. There it is. Adds a little bit of extra protection to water and lightning elemental, it looks like. Alright, so now what we want to do is talk to Korumoru. Welcome one, welcome all to the humble abode of Korumoru, the magnificent Teru. Wait, I can sense that you are troubled spiritually, and that is why you came here today. Hey, what's up, baby? This is Runga Kopanga. Runga Kopanga, what brings you here? Runga Kopanga? Baby, you know why I'm here. Have you thought about what I said last night? Last night, Aru? I was flattered, but... What he said last night, Aru? Oh, baby, we've gotta go for it. Don't keep me hanging on the line of a yo. You've got to take action on my reaction. Think of the possibilities I can offer. What does he mean, go for it? Is he going to take Cholulu away? You know, you are right, Aru. I'm getting tired of the same old. Baby, that's what I wanted to hear. I'll be waiting for you at you-know-where, Tataru. No, it couldn't be. Elope? No, but I've got to stop her. But how? Cholulu won't listen to me. But I can't just let her run off with some guy. Hypothetically speaking, if you love someone and that someone was about to go far away, what would you do? Would you tell her that you loved her? Hypothetically speaking, of course. Yes. Wowsy, you are a braver man than I. I mean, hypothetically speaking, of course. I was just wondering. This has nothing to do with me. I've got to tell her how I feel, but no, I just couldn't do it. The plot thickens with these two. Lots of drama going on. So when we last saw Illumida, I believe she was in here, and I think she's an old Hume lady. Yeah. Or she might be an elf, an elven. Let's talk to Illumida. No, she is an elf. She's got pointy ears. Good day, young adventurer. Would you mind having a spot of tea with an old woman? I could use some company. You see this small chest? It was given to me by my late husband, goddess bless his soul. but look at it. It is fairly old. The craftsmanship is not that remarkable. And on top of that, it is locked. Not the kind of gift you would think of giving a loved one, eh? This is the only present I ever got from my husband. I can still remember the day he gave it to me. Here. That is all he said. He never was good with words. But I still treasure this chest with my life. You must think I am crazy to hold on to something so useless for so long. Excusey-woozy me, is anybody home? Oh, and who might you be, my little friend? Korumoru. My name is Korumoru, the Magnificent Daru. I am the proprietor of the most reliable, viable astrological services in all of Juneau. I came here today to ask a favor. I was wondering if you would be willing to part with that chest-a-roo. What? I've heard rumors from my customers that a strangey-wangey old moldy chest is in your possession. I sense that the chest you hold may be magical. There is a legend that states how once, long ago, a shy, timid god constructed a box to help him convey away his true feelings to his love. He filled the box with the words he could not speak and sent it to her. You are saying that this box is? You did not know? You can open that chest-a-roo using a moon drop, which are said to fall to Vanadil from the moon. Once open, the promise of true love will be fulfilled, or so says the legend. And you mean to tell me that you've never opened the chest-a-roo? That is correct. It was a gift from my husband. I need that chest-a-roo to tell my longtime friend how I feely-weely about her. I want to fill it with my feelings. Why don't you just tell her yourself? I can't, Daru. He would not have believed in such fairy tales, or would he? Well, I can't, Daru, use this chest-a-roo if it is filled all chock full of someone else's feelings. But if we had a moon drop from the boyata tree, we could open it and... I apologize for asking so much of you, but could you find it in your heart to travel to the boyata tree and find us a moon drop? Please, sir. When we can open that chest-a-roo, a miracle surely awaits. Yes. We will go to the boyata tree. What a kind young lad you are. I appreciate that you would take on such a dangerous task for a feeble old woman. So there we go. We're heading to the boyata tree. What does she say now? According to our little friend, there is a place deep within the boyata tree where the moonlight penetrates the leaves. Once you have arrived at that spot, offering a prayer to the gods is the only way to obtain a moon drop. Alright, so we're going to head to the boyata tree, and we need to go to a particular spot at a very particular time. Alright, so here we are in the at the boyata tree. There's a question mark spot here. But we're a little early. We want to wait for the moon to show. And it's still too early in the night. So I'm just going to sit here and hang out for a little while. Until around 1900 hours. Alright, so it's after 1900 hours, which I believe is 7 p.m. You cannot see the moon right now, so I guess it's not the right day. Yeah, darn it. We're gonna have to come here on a very specific day. When it needs to be Yeah, the moon follows. Darn it, that means it might be quite a wait. Let me see. I might have to check the online calculator to find out when. Alright, so it's no longer a new moon. And it is after 1900 hours. So let's try this again. Let's click here. Something is not right. So yeah, so there's Agas. I didn't know it was going to be an Ahriman, actually. For some reason I was expecting like a plant of some sort. Alright, and then once the gas is done, click on this again. We get a cutscene. And we received the key item Moondrop. Alright, so we'll take that back to our friend in Upper Juno. Illumida. You've returned, so this is a Moondrop. It's so clear and beautiful. But will it really open my husband's chest? Oh, I see you've returned with a Moondrop. So, have there been any miracles, Yetaru? The box opened, but nothing has happened so far. Nothing has happened? Nothing has happened. But the legend said... The legend was just a legend. Maybe we were foolish to believe. So, there was nothing in the box? What is this? It looks like a note. Wait, this is my husband's handwriting. My dear Illumida, I don't know why I am writing this. You know I have never been good at telling you how I feel. Many a time I have tried to put into words my love for you, but those words never seemed to make their way out. Drinking tea together on an autumn morning, or resting in the shade on a summer afternoon, it was the little things that brought me happiness. As much as I would like to throw away everything and spend all my time with you, the situation in Vanadil now will not let me. I wish that I could be by your side when you read this letter, but that may not be what destiny has in store for me. I must tell you how I feel now. I love you. To this day, I regret never saying these words to you, and I beg that one day you will forgive me. Adderul. The date. This is dated the day before he went off to the war. All that time, he just wanted to say, my little friend, I think I can understand what you are going through. Here, take this chest. Really? Of course, I no longer require it. I have already received its true gift. If you truly care about this girl, avoid doing things that you will regret later. Women do not care about how fancy the delivery is. If you really mean what you say, she'll know it. Whether you use that box or not is for you to decide. Thank you, but I think I won't be needing it. Your story has given me the courage to tell Chululu how I feel. Thank you, ma'am. Oh, Oko, take this and some gil as a reward. I was going to use them to acquire the chest anyway, away. Well, I'm off to my shop, Tataru. Alright, we receive a Scroll of Sleep God 2 and 3,000 gil. So I'm going to go back to Lower Juno now and touch base with Koromoro. Cholulu, could I talk to you for, a minute, Taru? This had better be good, Koru. What if a customer was to come while we were out here chatting away? I want you to know how I feel. How you what? I've hidden my feelings from you for so long, but now it's time that you know what is in my heartaroo. I want to continue working here with you, side by side. I don't want you to go. I love you. So pleasey wheezy, reconsider going off with that other man. Going off? Other man? I don't know what you're talking about, Aru. Don't know? Hey, baby, honey. Now that I think of it, that do is perfect for you. Hold on mister. Who do you think you are getting all chummy-wummy with my Cholulu? Would you control yourself, Koru? This is my hairstylist, Runga Kapunga. He's been telling me these past few days that I should get my hair done. I've been trying my best to convince her to let me work my mastery, but she just keeps dissing me. I envy that buddy of hers. Her buddy? Yeah. When they were still little kiddos, somebody told her that he liked her hairstyle, and she hasn't changed it since. I just want to talk to that square and ask him if he could convince Cholulu here to let me work my magic on her. Runga Kapunga, you were supposed to keep that a secret, Aru. Sorry, baby. If you ever have second thoughts, I'll be waiting. Yet you see, I wasn't going anywhere. You weren't going anywhere, haha. But what you said before, you love... Oh, yeah, that was just a joke. You get it? Pretty funny, right, Aru? I knew it was a joke. What do you think I am, stupid? Well, it wasn't very funny, Bunny. But you never did have a good sense of humor now, did you? Well, excuse me. By the way, who was that buddy that hair boy was talking about, Aru? Well, we know it wasn't you, and why should I tell you anyway? It wasn't me. Well, then, that narrows down the list. The last time I checked, there weren't many people you could call buddy. Talk to Koromoro again? So do you think she understood how I feel? How did he do? I think he did pretty good, I guess. Whatever. Really, Willie? Yeah. I'm what they call a smooth operator. However, as long as Cholulu was working here beside me, I'm as happy as a happy Taru can be. Now, don't Taru you go telling Cholulu I said that. And we'll talk to Cholulu. Boy, was I surprised when he told me But he's always like that. Why can't he just be a little more in touch with his feelings? But, to tell you the truth, I was pretty happy-wappy when he finally let the beans out of the baggie. But don't Taru you go telling Koromoro I said that. Alright, so there we are, and that kind of concludes the story. They should be talking about fortune-telling now. Yeah, compatibility... Yeah, and fortune. Alright, so that's it, guys. So we're just finishing up getting our final CP for Warrior and Dark Knight. Warrior's actually done. I'm just finishing up Dark Knight. So once we finish that, we'll finish things off in the Mog House. Okay, guys, so we should finally have enough job points now in order to get both Warrior and Dark Knight up to 100 each, which will bring them... So there we are, we got 100, and that brings us up to Superior 2. And also adds a new spell of and Dark 2 for our Dark Knight. But, most importantly, I gotta take this off, and I just want to take a quick look at this one, the Blurred Shield. So there it is. Yeah, so now we can use this as a Dark Knight or a Warrior. Unfortunately, most of the really good weapons for Dark Knight and Warrior seem to be two-handed weapons. You got the Great Axe for the Warrior, and then Dark Knight is very proficient with the Scythe, and they are both good with the Great Sword as well. I don't have a lot of one-handed weapons. And here's the Onion Sword. There we are. I think I had that. Yes. Here he's got an axe. All right, so there we are. Yeah. So there we are, guys. We gave quite a bit of attention to leveling up some of our other jobs and getting some great new equipment. All these great new weapons that we're proficient in now with lots of great weapon skills. Alright, so that's going to be everything for today. So thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking on the link below. I'm Oko, and I'll see you guys all on the next episode of our playthrough of Final Fantasy XI. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have yourselves a great day. Bye for now.